This will be part 2, directed to Thomas Stewart. Cause what's that man name? I don't ever want to see you again. That was what's that man's name? I can't remember. He sings that song. Yeah, I don't trust myself to be around you, to have no conversation, to listen to no apology. Child, please. I'm thinking about Regina Johnson and all that you told me about her. I'm thinking about you offering me to snort cocaine 3 times, damn near insisting that I try it. I left your house and stayed gone for a year. And you were sending messages, allegedly, because you know Letitia, she a liar too, by Letitia, trying to find out what's wrong with me and where I was. I'm like, I know that man ain't acting like he don't know why I'm not coming back to his house. We're sitting up here talking about getting married, and I'm feeling like I can't trust my life in this man's hands, and he trying to get me to do no damn drugs. I'm in my late 40s. I ain't never tried it, so why I'm gonna try it now at his insisting? And then when you were asking me to try the drugs, I said, what if I want more? You like, oh, I always have it around. Remember I asked you, I said, what if I want an 8 ball? And you looked all shocked and sat up in your wheelchair, talking about, what you know about an 8 ball? I said, I watch TV. And then you said, well, if you want an 8 ball, no, you're on your own. You're on your own. Right. I was on my own either way, with a little or a lot. So was your plan to get me to trick and you were going to pimp me out? Because you kept talking to me about, oh, what, we going to have sex and I'm going to give you 200 and what did you tell me, $50? And I said, oh, no, that's not going to be happening. And I kept asking you, why you keep talking to me about prostitution? Why you keep talking to me about that? So that was supposed to be the power of suggestion or something? So no, I've never prostituted. I've never tried any of the drugs. Never drank any alcoholic beverages. I do use the little 99-cent vodka to make homemade cough syrup in the wintertime if I get congested. My mom used to do that, so I carry that on. A little, whatever kind of alcohol. My people drank Seagram's gin, but at the liquor store, I think it's vodka. I buy the little 99-cent 99 proof one, peppermint in flavor, and add a little lemon juice or citrus juice of any kind and some honey. And you take a couple of tablespoons, and when I tell you that'll get rid of your cold, that'll chase a cold away. So I do want to say to you, I have been communicating with the FBI, CIA. I've been telling everybody. They don't really, I was about to say they don't care. I'm sure they care, but I'm sure they have a lot of cases. So I just got to take it to Jesus in prayer. And they have been doing a wonderful job keeping me safe. When I used to come to your house periodically, the sheriff would follow me there. And I kept saying, am I tripping or no? As Ghetto Nun would say. And no, I wasn't tripping. And one day when I was going to your house, I saw the car. When I left your house, there was a car zooming through the parking lot in front of Planet Fitness and chasing the bus. And I saw the man in the car, and then they dropped him off at the bus stop, and he got on the bus stop. I said, didn't you just get out of that car? He said, yeah. And he talked to me for a little bit, and he talked to me about his sister, Cheryl, which later I think she was trying to human traffic Angola. She kept following us on the bus, and it was Abby's birthday, and she kept following us all around. And I said, well, we're getting ready to go to this hotel right here, the hotel right by Game Time in Ybor City. I think it's a Hilton. And she stopped following us. And I put up with it as much as I could. Then I said, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to report this lady to the FBI. And I took a picture of her face in her face. And she stopped following me. Now, the very last time I came to your apartment to ask you if I could soak in your tub with my Creolina Rex. I kept saying, "Are you my friend? Are you my friend? Are you my friend?" I asked you this about 10 times. You asked me to bend down and pull a rug from under the nightstand. And I keep getting these premonitions. Letitia is under the bed and she shoots me in the face with a gun. Is that what was supposed to happen? Now, when you went out and I came in to use the bathroom, I locked your front door. I kept feeling these weird feelings, and God said, lock the door. Now, usually you keep it unlocked, and I usually keep it unlocked. So did I save my own life by locking that door? Was she already in the apartment? Was she supposed to come in the apartment while I was soaking in the tub and you were down, not in the apartment stairs somewhere, and you were going to come back and find me on the floor bleeding out my face and say, I don't know what happened to her. She asked me if, she could take a bath, and I told her yes, and then I went downstairs. Well, thanks be to God, I got enough sense to sometimes listen to God. Because if I was listening to God most times, I wouldn't have spent that much time at your house. And I hope you're not telling people that we had sex. So, yes, when was that? The last time I came to your house, that had to be in 2020, about 2022 maybe. And you asked me to perform oral sex on you, and I did. One time in life. And you've never stuck your penis inside of my vagina. Unless you're a part of that roofie the lady and have sex with her without her knowledge. So I hope you're not lying and saying you and I had sex. Because you call yourself trying to be ashamed of me anyway. When your son Ron came, you were trying to rush me out the house. And I was like, I can't believe this nigga sitting here looking like 3 people, 600 pounds or so. And he's embarrassed of me because I'm missing teeth. Girl, these people are something else. And yes, you have a very, very clean apartment. But my sensei taught me how to grade people. Dirty on the inside, clean on the outside. That's you. Dirty on the inside, clean on the outside. And I hope you ain't got my name mixed up in no church, because I don't do no church with you. I don't do no church with you. I want you to clear my name, boo. I really do. And I am so proud of myself, and I'm proud of God. He reaches inside of my heart and he takes the hurt while I'm asleep, and I feel this little tingly feelings. And I just want to say thank you to God for helping me to still be alive, because y'all was sure trying to hem me up. Whether you were trying to kill my life by getting me hooked on the cocaine, and I guess, what was I going to go to parties and stuff with you and your friend Steve and do a little bit of crack and what? Run me down like Regina? And I know it probably infuriates you for me to say Regina Johnson's his name, but I want you to get me straight. I want you to stop sending motherfuckers after me, and y'all don't be lying on nobody talking about she took the drugs, because she don't even do drugs. Okay? So clear my name, honey. I don't want to have to keep casting judgment, but I cast judgment on you. You're a little older than me. And I'm going to start praying and asking your mama to help me. I don't know how you think you're going to set your daughter up tailor-made in a business and she going to do well with ill-gotten deeds, with stolen money. I guess y'all been stealing for so long, it's been working for you. So why it ain't going to work with her? Because I'm in the 144,000. That's why. Is there anything else I need to say to this entity. When you're demonically possessed, y'all can't hear. You can't do nothing. Shit, them demons run y'all. But I'm just saying it just in case. You were talking about how strong you were, and Tehran was talking to you all crazy, and, you'll still get up out the chair and you'll do this and you'll do that. I thought that was wrong. But it's a lot of men like that. My sensei, the same way, was telling me about how he beat one of them young men because his own son now, because he asked, that the son asked about the death of his mother. And whenever you meet a man that can't be gentle with his children, he ain't gonna be gentle with you. And if he's gentle with you, it's a performance. Now that's what I learned, hindsight. But I ain't really trying to get around you people too much. Y'all are a hot mess. If there is a so-called divine masculine in the earth for me, God gonna send him with a stamped letter like that. Other than that, I got plenty to do. Y'all got me all fucked up with warehouse hands and feet and this big ass belly now from the poisoning, and I'm half afraid to exercise because I don't want to pull something and hemorrhage. So I don't want to be pulling on no heavy weights and stretching even too hard because I plan to see my 150th birthday. You remember when I told you that God said I was going to live to 120? And you said, no, you not. No, you not. I said, well, how do you know? And you said, God told me. I should have picked up on that clue and said, this nigga is crazy. You need to leave here and stay gone. But I kept coming back. So you must do spell work too. Because I would leave and stay gone. And all of a sudden I would get this urge to go visit Thomas. Now I'm learning about the effects of the come to me spells and stuff. So you do spell work too, or you have somebody do spell work. Okay, so it's all coming together. And I know this will be embarrassing, but the hackers, you got some pretty good hackers. They probably, ain't nobody gonna hear it but me, you, and the hacker, because they'll take it down and move it. But God told me to speak it out into the universe. And the people's hearts who it's supposed to touch, they will hear it. They will get the effect that it's supposed to make just by me speaking it into the universe. And me getting it out of my heart helps to heal me. So the real problem is I allowed myself to hang around with mediocre people. I was not working on the projects that God gave me to work on. And that's how I was able to be in the presence of bums, lushes, thieves, con artists, etc. Even Letitia, I thought I was going to salvage her. Shit, that bitch probably been doing spell work. Shit, her grandmama is probably her first victim. Way back in Tortola, wherever she came from, Virgin Island somewhere. And I'm sitting here thinking I can help her because she reminds me of myself. That bitch don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. But she'll suck up all your time and energy and then talk about you. Suck up your time and energy. She used to do that. You talking about a vampire? Letitia takes the cake. She's the number one of all that I have met. Let me see. Nah, JJ's number one. Yeah. Okay, she would be number two. Yeah, she would be number two. Donnie would be number three. All right, well, I'm vampire free, except for the ones that come and prowl around in the yard. And, I done moved how many times? We were sleeping in the laundromat and shit. Then we ended up at Dr. Twiggs's building on Hillsborough. Y'all sought to bust that up. Send somebody to say that I was selling drugs to try to get me put in jail. That's shameful. Whew. I understand what God means when he says he gonna have to say to many of y'all, I never knew you. Even if you have a bill due or something, you're still supposed to do right. You're still supposed to do right. And if you lose it, maybe God took it for a certain reason. I don't know. Because y'all done took everything from me. I mean, it's temporary, and yes, I'm going to get my shit back. So the lady that was living at 6010 North 32nd Street, that was one of your girlfriends? Those people look like they're from, I don't know what kind of culture that is. I'm looking at the skin because there's a man that drives a white van. And when I would come over there, you would be like, "Where are your kids?" I'm like, "At the house." "Where are you staying?" "At the house with my children." And you would go in the room. You would be looking at me all crazy. And you would go in the room and do something. So you were calling your connect to be like, "Bitch, why you ain't put her out yet? Why she ain't on her ass yet? Because if you make her homeless, then surely she'll come over here. And one of these nights, she'll want to take this cocaine. And then I'll have me a prostitute." Is that what you were thinking? Yeah, I know. I'm feeling the same way. I want to just have a good cry too. But God done put so much joy inside of me as it is being revealed to me how many times my life was in danger with my dumb ass. And then I got my children all up and around you thinking that you're safe. And this would make a good husband. And child, please, I would have ended up hemmed up. And then the time when I saw you, Angola was walking